This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go on the keeper.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up with the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. Let's not forget a skill-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Here he goes. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. He'll hand it off. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Now, a crucial 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Looking for some space. It's Jones. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Scanning the field. It's Baker. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Caught near the sticks. It's Acker. And the Badgers offense is on the move now. First down here for this offense. Handoff on a single back formation. He'll lose a few yards. That's going to be the final play of the first. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for a man. Caught quickly. And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Bringing pressure. He's got a man down the middle. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Hit as he released it. Wrapped down the middle. It's Pilton. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a first down at the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Jones. They test the middle there, but get nothing. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes
swarm with a pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They're going to throw it on third and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They'll run it here. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Just nowhere to go on that run play. That's going to bring up third down. Nice job at that defensive front.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. He's got it, enough for a first down. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
They'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kurt.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here and now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Looking for his big tight end. is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The back's got it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play. Always seems to make the right decision.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Completion makes it second down. They'll try the right here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Caught near the sticks. It's Acker. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
7th play of the drive coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big call on the ball and bat it away.
On the move now. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So one more play here before halftime. And here's the handoff. Just trucks the man. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Badgers will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And they'll tackle about the 23-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job.
Catch made all the way down inside the 35. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it second and medium. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Scanning the field. It's Baker. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Looks like the player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Incompletion makes it second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
As the first down is still going. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They're looking to set up a screen pass here.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw to the left. Oh, what a grab! They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the catch is made. He'd have been better off dropping it. There's a loss on the play.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Turns it loose downfield. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
What a catch! They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks an open space. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The sure hands. It's Hilton. Refuses to go down. Tremendous toughness here. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
QB decides to keep it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Strong effort on the catch, but couldn't get a foot down and bring up third down. Conversion right now. Dropping back. It's O'Neal. The receiver makes the catch. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Acker. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this, you're looking to get the ball.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw yet again. The ball is hauled in. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and he dropped him. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast and puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Throwing off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pocket breaking down. Hit just as he throws the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Looks like quarterback will just take a knee here. They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee.